G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our pussycat Bob, as we play through No Retreat, the North African Front from GMT Games and Carl Parody. And we're about to go on with part 8, which will be the start of turn 7. And again, I know there are mistakes in how I'm playing this and all the rest of it, but I'm really enjoying myself. Playing it, which is, to me, the main thing. And I hope you get some enjoyment out of it as well. And just excuse the mistakes. So we're going to go on with the next turn and see how we go. So at the moment, the Allies are holding Tobruk. We have Fortress level 3 at Tobruk. And we have the 32nd Heavy Tank Brigade with the 9th Australian and the 4th Indians in there, along with a minefield. Just for the fun of it, I know. We've got the other Allied forces over here, everybody under the control of O'Connor. We've got the 2nd New Zealand with the 4th Indian over here. We've got the 2nd Armoured Brigade here, the 2nd Armoured Regiment probably. And we've got the 1st South Africans who have been reduced. And we have O'Connor with Coombe and 50th British reduced in Solemn. In Sidi Omar, we have some more mines with the 1st Tank Brigade and the 2nd South Africans division there. All of the Axis forces are up here at the moment. Ronald MacDonald leading. Rommel leading with the 18th Flak and his 2 Panzer regiments, the Panzer divisions, I should say, 15th and the 21st Panzer, which in turn 10, I think, can upgrade to even bigger and badder things. We've got 10 Corps reduced with 21st Corps for the Italians, Libyan Corps with the 20th Corps, and then the 2 reduced corps of 22nd and 23rd, who are all moving in towards Tobruk. Tobruk as a port is never out of supply, but remains on low supply, which doesn't really affect anything, so it doesn't really matter a great deal. And that's where we stand at the moment. So let's get into it. So first thing we're going to do is advance the game turner. Yay! And there we are. Ta-da! Right. Malta interdict. So again, we do the Malta invasion table, I believe. But first, the interdict. So at the moment, Malta is inactive. So it's just one less Allied supply. So that's fine. So Malta interdict. First thing we're going to do then is compare both sides' number of Malta cards, I believe, for the Malta invasion table. And the Germans, the Axis, have got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Allies don't. Well, sorry, 1, 2. So if the Allied player holds more, no. If the Axis player holds more Malta cards than the Allied player, Malta invasion succeeds. Bugger. Malta is permanently inactive. The Axis are now eligible to win the game in sudden death during a future sudden death check. Note, after the Malta invasion is resolved, both players must immediately discard all of their Malta cards. Okay. So we'll just do that. Now, again, this may be wrong. It may be just the interdict and not the Malta invasion thing. Let me check the deck. What have we got? Anzacs, no offensive. No. Deactivate Malta. Axis targets. Monty! Activate Malta. So I think I'm going to have to check that first. So 16.3, I think it said, Malta, page 25. During the check segment of sudden death, an axis evasion of Malta might occur or be cancelled permanently. Okay, so that's when we do all that stuff. And we did that, so we can figure about that. If map 3 is exclusively axis controlled, blah, 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 blah. No. Okay, so no, forget about that. Idiot. Dumb. We did that before, so nothing happened. So, I'm an idiot. Again. Okay, adjust cards SPs. Okay, let's do SPs first. So, I believe this time we go off the other maps. So again, the Germans are going to get 6 supply if they can, and they can only get 4, which takes them up to 12. And the Allies get 6, which would be 5, taking them up to 9. Right, done that. Cards. What cards do the Germans want to get rid of? And this next sudden death turn is turn 9. So that's when they'll need their Malta cards. Specifically. So let's see. 3. They want to keep that. They want to keep that. That's no good to them. They want to keep that. They don't want to keep that. Okay. Ah, geez. Sorry. Bouncing stuff around. So they've kept 3 cards. Okay, so they get 3 more to bring them up to 6, plus 1 for the initiative is 7, and 2 for the weather is 9. So 6 more cards. First one. Deutschland über alles. Play immediately. Reshuffle the deck and discard together to form a new draw pile. Do not draw a replacement. It lowers it. Okay. So they're going to draw 5 more cards. Okay. Number 1, sandstorms. Number 2, flak guns. 3, Deutschland über alles. Okay, so they're only going to draw 2 more cards to bring them to 7. And we get Erwin Rommel and Gaston Gambara. Okay, so that's all their cards. Now the Allies want to keep Queen of Battle. Tactical bombers can go. British Royal Artillery can stay. Never Surrender can go, stay, and Royal Navy Force K can go. So they get 3 to bring them up to 6, plus 2 for weather. So they're going to get 5 more cards. God Save the King. Play immediately. Reshuffle the deck and discard. Do not draw a replacement. Okay. So they're going to draw 4 more cards. Shuffle these up. And the first one is Command Friction, Anzac Forces, Rommel Sick Recalled, and Allied Naval Missions. Okay. Done. Righto. What else? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so next is game turn event. And the game turn event, let's just grab all those. I'll just put them there out of the way, is Anzacs and no offensive. Okay, let's have a look at those events. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, Pussycat, what's the matter? Really? Okay, so the Malta interdiction segment, like I thought, was just the, Malta is inactive. We lose 1 SP, and that's it. Okay. Where did we go? Where did we go? I know it's right here somewhere. Aha! Turn 7, Anzacs. During the organisation phase, the Allied player must permanently remove 1 Australian infantry unit and place 1 other Australian infantry unit in the Tobruk reaction box on the player aid mat. Well, we've already got 1 in there. So the only other Australian unit we're going to pick up is the 6th. The Germans going to pick up those, and we're going to pick up them. So we have to permanently remove 1 Australian infantry. Okay, done. So they'd be the forces that are being drawn back. After successfully defending Tobruk, the Australian War Cabinet requested that their troops be redeployed for training and rest. So the 6th Australian Division has pulled out, and the 9th has stayed. And then we have no offensive. On this game turn, no player can declare an offensive unless discarding card 35 for the Axis player. Let's see if they have card 34. No, 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 and no. Or 33 for the Allied British 8th Army. No, 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 no. Oh, so there's not going to be any offensives. Note that if a player does so and declares an offensive, the other will also need to do the same if he wants to do a continuation later in the turn. Weather and or war events outside the theatre affect the North African combat operations tempo. 7 to 13. Tobruk reaction box is activated. This box holds the Allied units that become available as reinforcements. The game turn following the Axis capture of Tobruk. If Tobruk has already been captured, these units are instead received as normal reinforcements or simply stay in play. So that's it. They're already there. It's not going to matter. Oh, just bumped the cat with my foot. Okay, so we've done that. Checks for victory. Yep. Checks for Malta, advantage. Everything's the same. Okay, strategic. We play cards. Let's see what the Germans can do. We can't use this card because of the roundel. This is a battle card. Play during the battle sequence to double the command strength of a single unit stacked with the face-up Rommel, and either draw one card or permanently remove the O'Connor leader from the game. And he's going to be going soon anyways. Flak guns, again, is battle. Sandstorms is battle. Captured Allied supply is battle. Play at any time to make either player re-roll any single die after we do it, or play to cancel and discard a combat card. And Panzer attack is battle. So the Hermans and the Italians aren't doing anything. The Allies can't play. Anzac forces during the battle double the combat strength or play to re-roll the die on one battle. So no good. Command friction. Again, play at the start of the Axis combat phase. Only German or Italian units, not both, can attack. We shall never surrender. That's for a sudden death. Or during the organisation to replace any one unit for free. Artillery is battle. And Queen of Battle is battle. So nobody is playing any cards. So we go into the rest of the operational prep stage, and we're into organisation. So the Axis shattered units. Now they're destroyed units. Costs one supply point to replace on reduced strength side only. So this guy is gone because he can't come back at reduced strength because there is no reduced strength on him. Whereas the 132nd Ariete can come back on its reduced side, and that will be one supply. So they're going to get that back there. Build up. Okay. So they can't build up this guy, and they can't build up this guy. They can build up this guy, so they're going to. So that's one supply for that. And he now comes back over. These blokes haven't been affected. No, not yet. And they can do this guy as a build-up, so that's one supply as well, and these guys are good to go. Right. Build up, rebuild, nothing to rebuild. Reinforcements, we've got them now. And withdrawals, no. Okay, so where are we going to put our reinforcements? Let's have a look. Now, 90th Light and 132nd. So we can put them up around Bir El Gubi. So I'm going to put the 90th Light in there. And, oh, this is the 90th Light now, isn't it? So they only get the one. Okay, so this 90th Light is gone. It's now been replaced by this guy on turn 7, being upgraded. And we can, on turn 10, increase it further. So 90th Light is going to go into here. And the 132nd Ariete I think is going to come into here. Because what I'm thinking of doing is moving the Germans on and leaving the Italians to smash Tobruk. What do we got? 5, 13, 15, 21, 25. And if we add in this little fella, 26. And they've got 5, 10, 12, 14. They're going to need a bit of help. Yeah, we'll do this to start with. So there we are. So for the Allies, they get the 4th Tank and the 7th Armoured Division. So 4th Tank Brigade and 7th Armoured Divisions. And they can come in around Bardia. And we could try just pushing them up the road. But let's go through this. So we have 1st South African, who is reduced. So we're going to pay 1 and bring them back like that. We have the 50th British reduced. So we're going to pay 1 to bring that back to full strength. And they're good to go. Okay. Right. So we've got infantry up here. We've got... they can't stack together, can they? No. What am I doing here? I don't know. Those can stack together, but these can't. So that was a major mistake of mine. I apologise. Okay. I'm going to put 7th Armour here. And I'm going to put 4th Armour in Bardia. Like that. Is that a good idea? Yep, that'll do for the time being. Right. Now, shattered we don't have. Build up we've done. Rebuilds we've done. Reinforcements done. Entrenchments. Okay, so do the Germans want any entrenchments? And they could put out some minefields to keep us back, which is not a bad idea at all. So they're going to buy 2 minefields. So that costs them 4 supply. Okay, and they're going to put 1 minefield here. So that can come off. And their other minefield, they're going to put right here with the Ariete, like that. And that simply makes it a lot harder for the Allies to come streaming through. Now, do the Allies want any other minefields? At the moment, they've got 1 in Tobruk and 1 at Sidi Omar. Now, where the New Zealanders are would probably be a... what have we got? I've only got 7 supply. I'm going to spend 4 supply to put 2 minefields in. The first is going to go here with the infantry, and the second is going to go here. Yeah, here. Righto. So we've done all that. So that's organisation. Declare offensives. Nobody can declare an offensive because they don't have the cards for it. Deployment phase, we've just gone through. So that's done. Supply phase. Everybody is in supply. Movement phase, and it's up to Herman the German and his Italian compadres. So, okay. So these guys are going to move into here for... They can't, because that would cost them 1, 2, 3. And if they go by road, it will cost them 1, 2, 3. These guys here, again, 1, 2, 3. So they can't get in there either. Righto. Rommel, my man, is going to move down here for 1, 2. The Ariete is going to stay put. 10th Corps is going to come up following the track. 1, 2. 21st Corps. Yep, they can come up here. So 90th Light will come down 1, 2. 1, 2. Rommel is with these guys. I might leave that behind. So that was here into here. 90th Light will stay there. These two guys here will move 1 to here, and these guys will move 1 to here, and Rommel is still there. And that's the movement. Okay, so the idea is to try and get enough forces down around here so we can do some sort of attack, or try and come down this way whilst holding the Allied forces back. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move the 2nd New Zealanders to here, like that. I'm going to bring 7th Armoured up, 1, 2, 3. I can't do that because I'm a dickhead. Sorry, 1st South Africans will come over here, and 50th British will go up there. That gives us 8 straight up in either of these, plus the 2 for the mines is 10. We're then going to move Seventh Armoured will go 1 to here, along with 4th Tank as a holding force. And these little fellas here okay, 1st Tank is going to go 1, 2. And this bloke will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll come over with him. And Kerm will come up here, just like that. We're going to try and come around and take out some of these guys if we can. There's not a lot of firepower here. It's only 6 at the moment, but we can always try and bring somebody else up, maybe. We'll leave O'Connor there. Okay. Now, that's movement done. There's no combat, and we go into continuation. Do the Germans want to continue? And the only thing they can continue is with movement, which would be pretty fair. You notice that I didn't worry about giving anybody their blitz or strike markers this time because there was no fighting. I think the Germans want to continue, so they're going to pay their 1. And they're going to move... What am I going to do? Do I really want to do this? I'm going to bring these 2 units. I'm going to bring this unit down. 1, 2, 3, 4 into there, along with this unit and this unit. He can only move 2, so forget about him. This unit will go 1, 2, 3 into there, along with this unit, 1, 2 into there with 10th flak. Rommel is going to go 1 to there. This bloke will come down 1, 2. Libyan will go 1, 2. At the moment, and these guys can't get down there, so they're going to go 1, 2 to here. And 90th lights move to there. So they're a little bit protected if need be. And that's that. Okay. No combat. So we go to Allied movement, and we've got 1st Tank and 2nd Armoured here, who are going to go one, 2 to here, and these guys are going to come I'm going to bring these guys back with O'Connor. 1, 2, 3, and tankies will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. So Rommel's going to have to fight these guys, the British and the Indians, if he wants to keep coming up the coast road, and that'll be over a ridge, which is good, and they've got minefield, which is good, whilst our armoured forces are now going to start moving out and around to try and take out the Italians. Now, whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. And that is that. There's no combat. Is there any more continuation? I don't think so. So map control stays as it is. There's nothing happening there. Initiative still hasn't changed. Remove units, markers from maps. There's nothing to remove from the maps. So that's fine. And we're done. So a little bit long and messy, nothing much happening because nobody could do an offensive. Okay, so that's how she goes. And when we come back, it will be turn 8, which will be part 9. And we're back into clear weather. Okay. Righto, so pretty boring for you, just a little bit of movement around the place. Tobruk is a hard thing to smash through, simple as that. But if we can push the rest of the Allied forces off the map, then we can do some good. The trouble is that we're going into turn 8 next time, and then on turn 10, the strategic advantage goes to the Allies. So things could change. So again, thanks for coming along for the ride. The Germans have 4 supply left. The Allies have 3 supply left. And other than a partridge and a pear tree, we're done. So take care, be good, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.